on the way down screaming, whoa. If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not love, but it's better than dreaming.
What's going on, guys? Good morning, hello, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are and when you're watching this, really. Welcome to today's video. So today I decided to do something a little bit different as well, again, as last video, but I'm actually at the skate park right now, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do bar spins both ways. As you can probably tell by the title, if you have seen my riding and any of my videos, you might notice that I do bar spins both ways, and I'm going to show you guys how I learned that today. Also just the basic principles of doing bar spins and stuff like that. So I'm actually at Whittlesea Skate Park, which is my real local skate park. Why am I here? I have no idea, don't even ask me, because this thing is horrible. But if you want to see, this is actually what I grew up riding. So the smallest quarter we have is over there in the bowl. There's like a literally like a 2 foot, but so if you don't want to go that small, the next thing you got is about a 6 foot, which is right here. And these are just the sketchiest, worst made quarters you've ever seen. Then you have over here is like another, it's an extension that's about 7 foot, 8 foot I'd say. And then over here you have one that's about 8.5, 9 foot, and then here you have like a 12 foot. But for you guys that don't know, this is actually my local skate park. So because I'm here by myself, we're going to switch to GoPro, and I'm going to show you guys how I learned bar spins both ways. Alright, let's go. Alright, so before I show you guys how I learned bar spins both ways, I'm just going to have a little roll around first, get a couple of flips maybe. Not that there's really much to do on this skate park. Fake in. Oh! No. This is a little 2 foot bowl. That's what I used to do all my tech tricks. Not really. Ages ago, I front flipped over this and into there. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Yeah, boy. Alright, so now let's get into how to bar spin and how exactly I learned them both ways. First we're going to start off with is just a regular normal bar spin. So whichever way you prefer to bar spin. Me, personally, I prefer to bar spin to my left. That's my natural way of doing it. But I did learn it to my right because I do know that it is easier because it's considered to be like a downside bar. I stand with my right foot forward, air to my left, and do downside bars. So it definitely does help when I'm doing tricks like triple whip to bars or anything like that. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So now we're going to start with just a regular bar spin. So one of my biggest tips will be hand placement. I know people don't like when you choke up on the bar like this up in here, but believe me, it makes it a lot easier. If you're doing it out here, it's a much bigger motion. Look, if I go like this, it's so much longer to get around. If I go here, I can just grab back here right like that. It's almost as if my hands don't leave the bars. Depending on what you prefer, you want to almost not let your hands leave the bars. That is the most optimal way of learning it, because when your hands leave the bars and you have nothing on the scooter, the only thing on the scooter is your feet, and it's not a skateboard, so it's not really going to be balanced. So pretty much what you want to do is you almost want to coast it around your other hand. That's the whole goal of it. So here I start here, pushing around, my other hand comes under here, grabs it, this one slides up like this, and then back into position. So I'll show you. Ready? Choke up a little bit on the bar, and it comes around like that. And that's the easiest way to learn it, and that's exactly how I learned it. Bar spins also require quite a bit of practice, I would say. For me, they were a harder trick to learn than tail whips. I was always a lot better at tail whips than I was bar spins, but you see people like Dylan Morrison, Billy Watts, they're a lot better at bar spins, but that again all comes down to personal preference and what you're better at. So choking up on the bar a little bit and then also coasting it around to help you will help a lot with the bar spin. It will make it a lot easier. It makes it a shorter range of motion coming around, which means it's going to be quicker. Don't worry about what people say about choking up on the bar. If anyone says anything about it, it's honestly just a way of learning. You can always switch it up in the future if you want to learn how to grab wider. It's just more getting a grasp of learning the trick like that. Posted a photo on Instagram just now, and now there's kids rocking up here. Posted a photo on Instagram, and now there's some kids rocking up here. There's been a couple of people telling me to come down here for a while now. My brother came down here the other day on his bike, and they told him to come here, so told me to come here. So my next tip, like most, is going to be to practice. You cannot just do a trick once and expect to land it straight away, and that is like every other trick. You do need to practice, and eventually it's going to get easier for you. Your body will become familiar with the muscle memory of the motion of the trick. So if you're at home just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, pick up your scooter, swing a couple of bar spins, swing them around. Just do this for ages and ages and ages. If you fly out of a quarter, just throw it. If you don't land it, it doesn't matter. It's all about just getting used to it, and the more you do, it's going to get easier for you. That being said, how I learned how to bar spin both ways. So I've always really loved the look of downside bar spins. I always really liked how BMXers did them when they did like 360 bar spins or 360 tail whips to bars. They just look so awesome, and I always really wanted that look. So I started working on them and just kept trying them. And pretty much the way I did this was the same thing as what I've just kind of told you. Is when I was at home, I sat there doing bar spins. My opposite way though, always doing them. If I was filming for an edit, when I would say right here, film the edit trick, land it, and then come out, I'd do an oppo bar spin. So I would just do them everywhere I went, jumping out of banks, going into quarters, everywhere I could go. And eventually it became more natural, just like anything else will. And it just got easier and easier. Big advocate of practice. It is one of the biggest things that will help progress in riding. So making sure you are practicing on the tricks you want to land. If you're practicing other things that you don't really care about landing and you're never doing the ones you want to land, you're not going to learn them because you're not practicing them. But yeah, just learning how to do it, just both ways, all the time, both ways. Bar spin. One of the things I did is I stopped doing my normal bar spin for a little while. Unless I was filming for an edit and stuff like that, I stopped doing it that way. Just to help really get my mind right on the opposite bar spin. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys a little bit. And for any of you guys wanting to learn bar spins, and also for any of you guys wanting to learn oppo bar spins and be able to bar spin both way, hopefully this helps you out a little bit. So I'm gonna get some clips now doing some oppo and some normal bar spins.
I'm sick and tired of living in LA, where the sun is out but there's so much shade. I need a place to go with the seasons, and no one now has a reason to be cold-hearted, to be cold-hearted.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little tutorial slash helpful tips. I don't even know what you'd really call it, but and I hope you guys use that to help you with improving on your bar spins. And if you guys wanted to learn bar spins both ways, there's no real secret trick to it. It's just more a lot of practice and putting in a bit of time into it. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did not see the last video, I talk about what the worst part about being sponsored is in it. So make sure you click the cards, go and watch it. And yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video.